Hey, welcome guys to a new series on the Baddest Dudes. We are playing Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Yes, we are.
We are playing this on my Nintendo Wii, the Virtual Console.
It is a lovely console and one of the best games ever.
One of the best games ever, yes. So this is actually pretty bold LP to be doing, but this is obviously something that I've been wanting to do for a while.
Very bold, my friend, very bold.
Very bold, because this is such a beloved game.
I don't mind saying so myself.
So we got KC here, and it's myself, Sjotyme. It's just us two for this series. So this is going to be some fun times.
Fun times ahead. Just wanted to relive some childhood memories and take you guys with us.
That's right. So that's the goal here. KC's on the controls.
That's right. I'm clicking away.
So
pay attention and have a good time.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. We'll probably end up doing some little bit of voice acting like do with Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, I would say there's probably a whole host of things we might do.
Yeah. So this is
who knows what's going to happen.
This is going to be an interesting one.
These wise men, what are they doing?
That's like the 7 sages like from Ocarina of Time.
Yes, they are protecting a seal.
But like they're considered like the old wise men in this game.
Well, I remember when I was younger, this was what a cutscene was, and it was pretty incredible.
Right, exactly. Like the background part, like if it all just moving and shit, like that was impressive. Like this Mode 7 stuff, that's impressive too.
Yeah, well, it's surprising what happened. I mean, this was the 3rd installment to the Zelda and Link franchise.
The 3rd installment?
I believe so, yeah.
So there's The Legend of Zelda, then there's Link 2.
Link 2, and then there's Zelda: A Link to the Past, and then I believe the Game Boy version called Link's Awakening came out.
Yeah, and I was... Oh, actually, you know what's interesting, KC?
Huh.
What I got.
Whoa! That is one big book of Zelda.
I'll put it on the screen right now, what we're looking at here. Just a little gist of it. I'm going to be doing a video on this.
That's tons of artwork in there, man. Holy moly.
Yeah, so we were thinking Link to the Past. It actually has like a chronology when the games came out, so I'm going to take a look at it. Take a look right here. You can see release date North American, April 13th. My birthday.
Ooh.
1992. I was 6 years old when this came out. Japanese version came out in 1991, November 21st.
Wow. Okay, so I was pretty close.
And you're right. It is the 3rd one because it came out after Adventures of Link, and then Link's Awakening came second. So this is the 3rd.
Yeah.
In the series.
This is the 3rd. This was actually the first one that I ever really enjoyed, though, as a kid. And it was quite amazing. I never experienced a story quite like it.
Perfect. So let's get started.
Alright.
Skip this old cutscene. We see Sjotyme there.
Sjotyme making his way.
That's actually a file that we did before we recorded. We were doing some like a long time ago. Casey and I just played for fun.
Yeah, we were just like hanging out one night and we're like, let's just beat this game. And I think we got all the way to Turtle Rock and we were like, all right, time to crash.
Yeah. It was one of those nights.
So what should we name the character?
We had too much fun. So his name's Link, right? So let's see.
That's tough.
It is really tough. You just kind of like, let's see.
How about Goose?
Goose?
Goose. Why not?
Let's call him Groose.
Groose?
Because
I'm okay with that.
Groose is a character in Skyward Sword.
O's or U's?
O-O-S-E.
Groose. Gotcha.
Groose. He's a character in Skyward Sword.
There you go.
So if you say Goose, might as well make a Groose.
Help me. Please help me. I'm a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda. The wizard, Agahim, has done something to the other missing girls. Now only I remain. Agahim has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the 7 wise men's seal. I am in the dungeon of the castle.
I think it's Aghanim.
Please help me. Aghanim.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Groose, I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house.
Yes, sir.
No way. That's not going to be Groose's voice, is it?
I don't know. That was kind of spontaneous.
That could be anything.
You know, I was going for the The old French onion.
You missed that treasure.
Oh, treasure.
You gotta go back. See,
I was so focused on the hearts.
So Casey, this is like Casey's first time really being on the controls for our series.
Yeah.
So
sure
he's got to get used to playing and talking at the same time.
That's true. I got to kind of stay focused, I suppose.
Yeah.
And also try to create some words with my mouth.
Exactly. Casey actually came pretty prepared today. He actually brought a list of trivia stuff. Which is kind of
I do have a little bit of trivia.
So throughout the series, we're gonna go ahead and say some stuff.
Ooh.
Let me breeze this over really quick here.
I need to find the descendants of the wise man.
What are you looking for?
I got you, grass.
Yeah.
Come on, rock.
Yeah. Take
what
that.
What are you doing?
Take that, grass.
Why can't I lift this rock? Well, why am I headbanging?
So we actually already gave the first fun fact that you put on here.
Oh,
that's the third installment of the franchise.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and we'll move on to the second one. So
make sure it's correct first. Tell me, I'm in the dungeon of the castle.
Well,
I know.
According to the notes here that KC wrote, the soundtrack of the game was composed, arranged, and produced by Koji Kondo. I think that sounds right.
It's your turn.
My turn? Gross. I didn't want you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. Take my sword and shield and listen. Oh, then release it. Using the secret technique handed down to our people.
Okay. Yes. We have the first
So
item.
funny.
Besides the lamp.
That reminds me of what Casey was saying, when you were playing weren't you playing Wind Waker or the 64 version? You just kept skipping all the lines, you didn't want to read it.
Oh yeah. No, I think that was Wind Waker the Zelda that was released on the Wii, the first one?
No, it was released on the GameCube, and then it was re-released.
No, it was
the HD version.
Skyward Sword, I believe.
Skyward Sword. Oh yeah, I think you played Skyward Sword, and you're like, ah man, what's the point of reading all these? There's at least two different types of Zelda players I've noticed. Is that you like to watch it or to read it, or you don't? Because I've actually seen other people the same way. It's just blah 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 blah, watching people play Breath of the Wild.
I felt that they should have at least given me an option to skip the conversation. That was what bugged me the most. Not that I necessarily had to listen to it, just the fact that it didn't give me an option to skip it.
Right.
Because sometimes it's excessively long to have to, have the Witcher style conversations or Skyrim style conversations that are forced.
Right. Yeah, fair enough. You should always be given the option, but granted the fact that this is a ancient Stone Age game, 1992. That's super old. They were doing video games way differently back then.
Oh yeah.
So, but it's always
times have changed, my friend. Haven't they?
They sure have. So it's good that you kids out there learn your history. For shizzle.
Yeah, definitely. If you're watching this and you're below a certain age, props to you.
Yeah.
Props to you.
Yeah.
Tuning in, checking out history. Really, this is a piece of history.
Totally. It's in a book that I have right here.
A giant, massive book.
And it's pretty expensive.
You don't say.
I will be doing a video on it. It's the Legend of Zelda Art and Artifacts book. I've looked through every single page of it to look at it, and it's really awesome. It's just full of really nice art from the entire series, and they even have sprites from the very first game. Sprites. Yeah, it's
using a video technical term there.
Pretty cool. Well, yeah, all this is sprites.
Yeah, the characters.
Yeah.
And all the objects.
Being the old school game.
Yeah.
I don't know if the resolution is upgraded for the Wii Virtual Console. I think it might be for the Wii U or whatever, but
that is a great question.
Yeah,
however, I don't know the answer.
Because I don't have
map.
Yay!
The map.
Hooray!
You know what's awesome about the map? Is you can tell where the heck you're going.
Yeah.
You can figure out how to use it.
So what are we doing? Are we doing a 100% run here, or are we cruising?
I'm just gonna get my bearings straight here.
Okay.
Like you said, I need to be able to speak.
Okay.
And play at the same time.
There you go. So I think this is the perfect one for you to start on.
Definitely.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Give it up for KC, everyone.
Oh, down you go.
So yeah, I guess just go at your own pace. The more you do it, maybe we can just go for like a 100% run.
Absolutely.
Might as well. I mean, games like this, they could probably be beaten like pretty quickly relative to games nowadays. So a good way to combat that would be to 100% it, all 20 hearts.
100% it?
Yeah.
You want 100% this game?
Why not?
I wasn't planning on it.
No?
No.
Well, that's what we were just talking about.
Well, I was kind of paying attention to the game.
All right. No, fair enough. Yeah. Okay. So, let's just go with the flow. How about that?
Okay.
Maybe, who knows? I kind of would like to. So maybe if like
we can try
when you get more used to it.
Absolutely. Sounds like an episode.
Yeah.
Search for the items.
So let KC be an inspiration to all you guys out there that want to do like Let's Plays with their friends and stuff instead of just going solo.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun.
And being
I'm
on the
reliving a
controls.
childhood memory right now.
Yeah, me too.
Get to share that with you guys.
Oh, we all are. Basically, it's just like with Mario 3 on the channel that we have now, like the series with Big Papa and stuff. Like people are saying how nostalgic they are when they see that.
Yeah, I mean the word nostalgia is good. It seems a little cliche, you know.
It is very well. It's overused, for sure. But that's what it is, though. That's the thing.
I just want to rescue the princess there. She looks a little sad.
But I'll say that, like, yeah, she looks pretty happy. Her eyes are like wide
open. The
open.
big key. Watch out. I got the big key.
Thank you, Grus. Grus, listen carefully. They all have Russian accents. The wizard is an inhuman fiend. Not that one.
Powers, magical powers. I don't understand that at all.
Oh, she's going to say it all over again.
Grus, listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. I fear the worst for my father. The wizard is an inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. Yeah, I understand now. Alright, let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first we have to go to the first floor. Let's go.
Alright, shove off time.
Definitely getting that coin, that rupee first, before I go anywhere.
So,
precious cargo.
Ever since, I was super nervous for Dark Souls 3, right? Like, starting that game. Like,
sure, I mean...
Like, super bad. Like,
I've seen you play it a lot, and I've seen, like, the rage. If anyone's tuned into the live stream, you've seen the rage.
I was nervous in that I was nervous on that second live stream, because I knew that I had, like, 20 people watching me at one point trying to fight the Bloodstarved Beast without ever, like, taking time to grind and level up. So I was, like, kind of nervous about that.
Dark Souls is kind of probably what, like, Zelda would look like if some crazy person decided to make it into that kind of action game. Can you imagine that?
I thought that before too. I've always thought that Dark Souls is very similar to Zelda series. I always kind of joked around how it's like the adult version of Zelda.
Oh yeah, dude, absolutely. I totally agree with that. I mean, Dark Souls is like so dark and like magical, and Zelda is like super magical. They got the Dark World in this game. No spoilers.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have already seen this game. If they haven't played it yet, came out like 25 years ago.
Well,
so it's your fault.
Think about the people in the future watching this as a history lesson.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, like I beat this game for the first time when I got it on the Wii Virtual Console. Because I never grew up with it. I didn't grow up with the Super NES, so I had friends that had it, and I watched them play the game. And I even borrowed it from a friend.
There's a secret passage. Leads to the sanctuary.
Like I had a friend that let me borrow Super NES with this, and I don't remember if I actually beat it or not, but I know I for sure beat it once I got it on the Wii.
Well, okay, so I played this game like probably, it was in the late 90s. I mean, I remember I was in elementary school, and for anybody who doesn't know, I'm 29. Okay, so that was quite a while ago, and I just remember, being a kid, going over to people's houses, and this was one of the games that we just happened to play. It was really fun. I mean, this was one of the games that just opened up the whole world to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. know how else to explain it. This was like Super Nintendo, and this game was like one of the very first games I was ever exposed to.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Because we're about the same age. I'm 30. I'm about to be 31 in like pretty soon. So I was like involved ever since like Super Mario 3. So that's interesting. I didn't know about that about you. So the more you know.
So there's probably a difference between the first games you're exposed to, but I mean, I was probably playing Mario too, but
like this is the first game that had like the biggest impact on you.
This was super memorable. I mean, I had parties where we would play this game and beat it in like a day. When I was like in elementary school.
Yeah. This game is like,
I guess you could call
holds
it
a lot for a lot of people.
Know.
Like you're saying, like when we first started, this is like beloved by like many. Like,
oh, it's so good.
Like same experiences like that you had and stuff.
I mean, it's such a good game. My mom could beat it. I mean, when I was a kid, my mom played this game.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, so think about that. Like.
But do you think that she, like? But do you think that she can actually beat it though?
Yeah, she beat it. I've seen her beat it.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Snap! That's like, there you go.
I know. So I mean, you can kind of get an understanding of why this game's kind of important to me.
That's great.
After passing through these sewers, we will be very close to the sanctuary. Let's be careful.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, this is the first one that you want to tackle.
It's over here.
Oh yes, let's do it. But like to go back, like the earlier conversation, like when I first started this channel, I was like nervous, to play and like talk and play at the same time. Dark Souls 3 was like the craziest. Like you may not know it, but if you go back and watch like the first couple episodes, like I was like a nervous wreck.
Dark Souls 3?
Yeah, on the inside.
Well, that's quite a long series.
Yeah, at the start I was like a nervous wreck on that day because I was like, oh my god, this is Dark Souls. This is like regarded as the hardest game series of all time. I'm about to do an LP on it on YouTube. So I was like super, like for the first time, so I was nervous. But like we beat it. It's not fully posted yet, at least at the time of this recording. I'm sure it still won't be, but by the time this goes up. But like after beating it, I almost feel like almost as if like I can't get nervous anymore because just like after beating a game like Dark Souls 3 on an LP, like how could you get it? Like that's like the hardest one.
It's just kind of like you just kind of harness it all and absorbed it all and expired it all.
Yeah, like what I'm saying is just like I beat the hardest game on YouTube. Or doing an LP, so that it basically so basically the point I'm trying to make is it makes every other game like seem like a cakewalk to LP now. You see what I'm saying? Like I tackled like the beast of LPs, Dark Souls 3, in my opinion. So like once so I guess what I'm saying is like once you just like do it,
yeah,
you get more used to it and it's just like, oh well fuck, if I could do this then I could do that. And so it's just like a matter of doing it. And like, look, you already got here.
That's right. Rescued the princess. Princess Zelda, you're safe. Is this your doing, Groose? Yes, it was.
Yes, it was Groose who helped me escape from the dungeon when I was captive. It's a wizard. So I finished with you. The final one, the seal of the wise man will open. Groose, you must not let the land of Hyrule fall into the wizard's clutches. If he releases the seal of the seven wise men... That is the craziest voice I've ever heard in my life. Evil power will... Whoever's watching this... overwhelm this land. Before that happens, before it's too late, destroy! Destroy the wizards! Destroy Hyrule! You can do it! Smeagol! The female version of Smeagol. The Master Sword. Oh. 7 wise men. Oh shit. Is that foreshadowing? The Master Sword? The wise men? Well, don't they talk about the wise men at the beginning? No, I didn't. Not at all. What are you? Okay, I sense that an evil force guides the wizard's actions. He's just repeating himself now. His magical powers. The only weapon potent enough to defeat the wizard is the legendary Master Sword. It is said that the village elder is a descendant
The 7 wise men. Maybe he can tell you more. I will mark his house on your map. But watch your every move. I am certain that the castle soldiers will be looking for you now. I will hide Princess Zelda here. Do not worry. Seek the Elder.